Hey everyone! Ready to crack open a really cool mystery about our own minds? Today, we're going to uncover the surprising reason we sometimes follow the crowd, especially when it comes to our money. It's all about something called an information cascade.
Ooh, okay, I totally know this feeling. My tummy is rumbling, right? And I see one place that's just buzzing with happy people, and then there's this other one, and it's completely empty. My stomach and, let's be honest, my brain always pulls me to the busy place. It just feels safer, Like the food has to be better.
Exactly. And you are definitely not alone, Rena. Pretty much all of us would make that same choice. But here's the cool part. This isn't just a random gut feeling. There's actually a super fascinating concept from the world of finance that explains the secret ingredient behind that decision. Yeah, this really simple choice is the perfect, cozy way to understand a powerful force in our financial lives. Understanding why we pick that busy restaurant can tell us so much about how markets work and how we can be smarter about protecting our own little golden eggs. This quote from a big economic research paper just hits the nail on the head. We make a totally logical guess. The people who got there first must know something we don't. That crowd suddenly becomes a giant flashing sign that tells us, hey, the good stuff is over here. Oh, thank goodness. So I'm not just being a little sheep following the flock? It's really just my brain being super efficient. It's taking a smart shortcut because, I can't just walk in and taste test everything before I decide. Whew, that actually makes me feel so much better. That's exactly it. And this clever little shortcut, it has a name, an information cascade. So let's break down how this tiny little snowball of a choice can start rolling and turn into a huge avalanche that just sweeps everyone along for the ride. So the most important word here is rationally. This isn't just mindless copying. An information cascade is more like a chain reaction, where we see what other people are doing and we make a conscious choice to trust their judgment instead of our own, all because we assume they know something we don't. Let's picture how this gets started with these little penguins. Okay, so the first one, Alex, has a tiny bit of info. Maybe he heard a rumor, and he waddles into restaurant A. Then Ben comes along. He sees Alex and thinks, whoa, Alex must know where the good fish is, so he ignores his own gut feeling and follows Alex. And then Chloe sees both of them. Now she's thinking, okay, two penguins can't be wrong. Before you know it, there's a huge line at restaurant A, and poor restaurant B is left all alone, even if its food might have been amazing. The cascade is in full swing. Okay, I totally get it for penguins and picking a lunch spot. But Ken, what on earth does this have to do with finance and growing our golden eggs? Are big shot investors also just looking for the restaurant with the longest line? It's pretty much the exact same logic. Think about it. When a brand new company offers its stock to the public for the very first time, most of us have very little information to go on. So just like a diner peeking through a restaurant window, investors look at what other big, influential investors are doing to get clues. They're trying to figure out if it's a golden opportunity or a total dud. Right, so let's talk about that big moment. It's called an initial public offering, or IPO. And I want you to just picture it as a company's huge, sparkly debutante ball, or like a massive launch party where it finally gets to introduce itself to the whole world. Oh, I love that. So it's not some scary corporate thing. It's a party. The company is basically saying, hey, everyone, come celebrate with us. We're selling little slices of our awesome cake, which are the shares, so you can be part of our success. It's their big going public moment. Exactly. And every great party needs a plan. So first, in phase 1, the company hires its expert party planners, the lawyers and accountants, to get all the official invitations and paperwork ready. Then, phase 2, they go on a roadshow to get all the big investors super excited for the main event. And finally, phase 3, the regulators give the thumbs up, the velvet rope drops, and the party officially begins. The shares are out there for everyone. Ah, and that's the moment. That's when the cascade can just take over. Because if those first few big investors rush in to grab a slice of the cake, everyone else watching is going to think, whoa, that cake must be incredible. And then they all stampede in, right? You absolutely got it. And that's exactly why researchers often see these two wild extremes. The IPO party is either massively oversubscribed, a total smash hit, line around the block, can't get in, or it's pitifully undersubscribed, a complete flop where basically no one shows up. It's all or nothing, just like our two restaurants. That information cascade creates this huge winner-take-all effect. Wow. Okay, so this is a huge deal. It really makes me wonder, should we just avoid the crowd then? Is following the herd always a bad idea when it comes to our money? It sounds kind of scary. And that is the absolute most important question to ask. But here's the thing. Knowing about Cascades isn't a reason to be scared. It's like getting a new superpower. The goal isn't to just run away from the crowd. It's to give yourself a moment to pause and ask why the crowd is moving in the first place. Did that first penguin have a brilliant tip, or did they just trip and fall into that line by accident? This knowledge just empowers you to make a mindful choice instead of a blind one. So the real takeaway here is to be a curious investor, not just a follower. Precisely. That's really the heart of it all. The next time you see a crowd forming, whether it's for a hot new stock or just a new brunch spot, ask yourself that one simple question. Are you finding a smart shortcut, or are you just about to get lost with the herd?